If you can hear the sound of my voice, I need y'all to clap one time. If you can hear the sound of my voice, I need y'all to clap 2 times. If you're feeling good, say yeah. If you're feeling real good, say hell yeah. If you're happy to be alive, make some noise, make some noise, make some noise, make some noise. My name is Matam. I'm a man of many words, many talents, many skills, but I am extremely honored and excited to be here to share my story with you all. If you've never seen a spoken word performance before, it is an interactive experience. It is not like golf. You don't have to wait till I'm done for you to go like this, okay? So at any point, if you hear something that you like, you can snap your fingers. Can I hear y'all snap your fingers right quick? Beautiful. Y'all sound like sexy rain. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Another thing that you can say go in, poet. Say go in, poet. You can do the awkward giraffe and then say, hey, awkward giraffe, hey. 1, 2, 3, everybody do it. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Drum roll, please. Sometimes there will come many of these days where you will feel beaten down by the weight of your own galaxy, like you are a shooting star emptying its clip in the sky on a celestial drive-by, but can't nobody tell you how to defy. Can't nobody tell you how to be fly. Can't nobody try to clip your wings when you've never needed them to leave gravity behind. This world's favorite song will try to dance your flesh into an illusion, but your skin is made of dreams that turn into songs, that turn into laughter, that turn into a song. So sing, y'all. Sing. Sing for all of the times they tried to silence your thunderous cry. And if they throw you shade, peel back your name and show them how it is a sunrise. It is a reason to wake up every morning. You are always a reason to wake up every morning, because the morning ain't always been kind. The morning ain't always been faithful. When mama said, speak through your actions, she said, speak through your art. She said, you came from me, so you've been celestial from the start. Know that when this world feels like a flood, your tongue can be the ark. So learn their streets and their languages, but never forget the language of your heart. Adina Seba, l'anglais lingana titi, mwende na di pa bol pa l'anglais. L'anglais n'est que ma 4e langue. English is only my 4th language. It is the baby of the family. It is the one my mouth spoils, favorite by default, who may one day be sold off by all of its siblings in hopes to never return, because all of my other tongues have grown so jealous. In my country of Cameroon, we have over 200 dialects. That's over 200 ways to say love, to say family, to say I belong to something that does not want to kill me, that does not want to siphon the gold from my flesh or the stories from my bones. You know, I was a house once, full of stories. One for this American dream, the other is me, still trying to translate the catacomb accents of my parents' tongues when they would say, you have become so American now. I know what they mean to say is, deport all of that tribe from your mouth. You talk like them now. You walk like them now. No more of that Yaoundé Cameroon stuck in my teeth. Now everything takes like the steps to unbirthing a country, which is to say that America has a way of killing everything it comes from. A passport can feel like a smooth stamp death sentence, so I learned early how to fold myself into a flag, how to stitch myself a newly striped name, a new set of stars. I was always able to pass through customs, but my tongue had to stay behind, which is to say, I remember when I was too black for Africans and too African for blacks, but all a meaningless story. In America, my name was thick and chemically enhanced amendments. My name was wishing for a white picket flesh while living with Section 8 bones, which is to say that you can be a house, but America has a way of reminding you that you're not a home. You're only the debris, the aftermath, the constant reconstruction, the projects. They will say that you don't belong in a country that doesn't even belong to itself. But oh, America, I mean, show us your papers. I mean, who documented your dream? I mean, can the attack dogs still smell the unalienable right from my brittle and marginalized skin? Because I know that the bullet does not care which side of the ocean I am from. It will swim through my body all the same. It will try to make a home of me until my name is but a salted exit wound. But I know that my tongue is still patiently awaiting for my return. And I will no longer make myself feel like a stranger in my own house, which is to say, I know this love, this joy, this purpose, this sky in my body will always make me a language that is worth coming home to. How y'all feeling, Capital Fun? Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. Shout out to children of immigrants, all that kind of jazz. If you're in the building, make some noise. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that was a poem that encapsulated a little bit of my immigrant experience. And like I said, I'm originally from Cameroon, Central Africa, right? And where I'm from, when you're born, as many immigrants in the room might know what I'm talking about, when you're born, you get two options. You either grow up to become a doctor or a lawyer. If you really messed up in life, an engineer. That's as far as they'll let you go, right? So, of course, me, being the rebel that I am, decided to drop out of medical school to pursue my art and my passions and my dreams, right? But that did not go well with my mom, you know, who sacrificed so much, who spent all these things, and she's constantly telling me, like, okay, so how will words give you money? How are you going to pay your bills? How will you buy me a house later on in life? I just don't understand. You know, but eventually I was always like, look, Ma, I'm not here trying to become a bum on your couch. I'm following my dreams and I'm going to keep doing this work. So eventually, as I became more successful, as I became bigger and whatever, and da-da-da-da, and now she comes around and she fangirls me, and it's the most, like, interesting thing, because she'll, like, be wherever she is in the world, and she call, hello, my son, how are you? When is your next poem going to be on the YouTube? I need to show all of my colleagues how fantastic my son is, that it is because of me that he's so talented and he's so successful. And I'm like, that's not how that went, Ma. Yeah, but I know so much of what she speaks about is so much of where she comes from. She's only able to speak to me with the tools that she's been equipped with. And you know, we come from a long line of wingless people that still found a way to make the sky their home and found a wind to write their stories, you know? And so my mama, though, she ain't never had no wings, but she could tap dance on hurricanes and played poker with death. She couldn't teach me how to be a good man, but she taught me how to be a good human being, how to stand up straight, walk tall, face forward, be proud of who you are, because ain't much God left in this world to treat the world that there is still plenty God left in you. My mama, she ain't never had wings, but she's always had this global warming of a smile, told me to only love a woman who could melt the polar ice caps of your past. She sat me down one day, y'all, and she said, you better treat a woman like you would treat me, because if you don't, I will be on the next plane to slap you back into this country. You, a Cameroonian man, we do not do that shit now. What I grasped most about that statement, y'all, was the fact that my mother just said shit, but then she continues, beware of the tempting ballad of jazzy bells with tuba lips, trombone legs, and a bass line that could turn any man into a crooked song, and make sure to not sleep with no one else's bones but your own. My mama, she never had wings. She said, if you try too hard to reach for the sun, you will only end up in flames. Do not be a handsome shadow of Icarus, son. Learn how to stay grounded, son. Teach trees about their roots, and never give the world your tears, only smiles, gift wrapped in forgiveness, because mama said, y'all, mama said that a hater is just a person with their heart all jumbled up, because their self-worth and confidence is drowning in a sea of simulation that makes the oceans in their chest nothing but puddles of insecurities, because those who show you no love are usually the ones who need to see it the most. Ma mère, elle n'a jamais eu des ailes. My mama, she had never had wings, y'all. But damn if she could still fly, you know. She could care less about gravity when she can bend space and time between her fingertips. She wears the fabric of the universe like her second skin, her first being her will to always survive. Everybody say short poem. Say short poem. Not a haiku, but a short poem. Any fans of Mario Kart in here? Any Mario Kart players? Yeah? Yeah, don't mess around, because like I'm really good and I will bust you in Mario Kart. Don't play with me. I got the Nintendo Switch in the back. Let's go. But I want to do this poem, so if you're familiar with Mario Kart, everybody in here will know about the blue shell. So this short poem is entitled Elegy for the Mario Kart Blue Shell. No! Thank you, that's it. Everybody say short poem. Short poem. Not a haiku, but a short poem. So these next couple of poems I'm gonna do, they're actually Drake-kus. Let me explain. So 2014, when I released my last collection of poetry and short stories, I decided to go on a 46-city tour around the country, Canada, Brazil, Sweden, and it was awesome, right? But the day before I left for my tour, my girlfriend at the time decided to break up with me, and I was very sad. And what do you do when you're sad? You listen to Drake. So, because poets, we like to immortalize our pain, I decided to write a series of haikus called Drake-kus. And Drake-kus are just short poems that have to do with ex-lovers, bad experiences, bad decisions, and just being in the general vicinity of your feelings at any point in time. By the time I was finished with the tour, I had 76 Drake-kus, but I was like, yeah, no, I was sad. But I was like, nah, this is kind of, I want to go to 100. 100 is a better number. So I'm actually going to release this book of Drake-kus finally this summer in July, all right? Also because I finally got the okay from Drake's camp, because I got money, but I don't got Drake money. I don't need him to sue me. I'm going to do a couple of Drake-kus for y'all. I'm going to start with like the first couple of ones I wrote, like Drake-ku 1 through 20, because that's when the pain was fresh and I was trying to be all deep and metaphorical with the writing. But like Drake-ku 21 through 100 are all like, haha, you lost out, I'm the best, haha. Or so I thought. Anyways. Drake-ku number 6, entitled Lessons You Learn on Signed, Sealed, and Pending to be Delivered. Foolish me, I gave you my heart, but you instead returned to sender. Drake-ku number 9, entitled Why I Do Not Like Buying Flowers for the Ones I Love. The irony in offering soon dead things to show you love someone. Drake-ku number 11. Yes, y'all can laugh at my pain, it's cool. Drake-ku number 11, entitled How My Heart Became Your Kitchen Cutting Board. Often, I took the damage as you would prepare meals for someone else. Facts. Drake-ku number 63, entitled On Becoming a Vegetarian. Quinoa reminds me a lot of my ex. I just pretend to like it. Yes, I'm petty. Drake-ku number 76, entitled This Hurts Me More Than It Hurts You. Now that we're over, I will absolutely change the Netflix password. Drake-ku number 48, entitled Speaking in Love Languages. I am fluent in 5 languages. I want to make your skin my 6th. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this one. Drake-ku number 37, entitled Yes, I'm Really Bitter because that's the guy that you left me for. Really? Really? Like really for real? Like that's him, really? Oh, okay. And with that being said, I'm gonna leave y'all with this final poem, which the first line of the poem is actually, the title of the poem is actually Ascenbryu, which is 5757. Important things to know before attempting to date an African, or how to properly cook rice. 1, you must cook rice. 2, Africans like to speak in metaphors. So I was very surprised when my mother wanted to disown me when I told her I was going to become a poet, when she's always saying things like, the smartest goat in the room is the one who understands the flow of the river. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? It means go wash the damn dishes, you stupid goats. 3, Whether we're 3 feet or 300 feet from you, we are always megaphone parade loud. Our voices project like a howling typhoon, filled with all of the anger and plight of all of Africa. Whispering is as foreign as we are. Our voices molded in accented thunder, probably because for so long history only shamed us into silence. 4, you must cook rice. 5, at one point in life, we're all supposed to be doctors or lawyers. If you ever meet the parents, make sure you uphold this. Do not give them a reasoned reminder of how insert less than stellar 6-figure paying profession here does not pay the bills. And we did not send you to America to become Cameroonian Shakespeare, sag your pants, listen to that Jay-Z stuff, or try to make babies with all of the women's 6. Don't call it soccer, call it football. Real Madrid versus Barcelona, La Coupe d'Afrique. When the World Cup is in progress, nothing else matters, y'all, nothing. 7, you must cook rice. 8, Africans have no concept of time. For it to meet at 10 a.m., it really means 1 p.m. Make sure you plan everything at least 3 hours in advance. 9, all weddings, parties, and gatherings involving any sort of music last for at least 3 days. Probably because everybody showed up late, but you will dance. You will dance until you grow blisters on your feet the size of African liberation. We dance and we dance and we love to dance because we understand that music is the undying essence of freedom. 10, despite the ugly shade of calculated misfortune, or the drag of empty, often railing from our eyes, we are more than just HIV commercials, more than just for 20 cents a day you could feed this hungry caricature, more than just a grain drop in colonization's pot with the flame of guilt swaying under. But, like my mama always said, si tu ne peux rien d'autre préparer, il faut au moins faire du riz. If you cannot cook anything else, you must cook. Thank y'all so much.